Hello, in this video I will be showing you some details on your online booking. So to find your online booking link, you'll go into the navigation menu, click Setup, then you'll click Setup in Emails, and then you'll select the tab for online booking. Here is where you will find the link for your online booking. Before you publish this link, there are some settings that you should consider. One of the settings is that your online booking is enabled. So if this box is checked, that means their online booking will be up and live. If you did need to give out this link prior to so that your website person can work on it, you could provide them this link, but then make sure this box is unchecked until online booking is ready to go. Another setting is online gifts enabled. If you would like to offer gift sales online, you would check this box. If this box is unchecked, it will not offer online gift sales to your clients. Online gift sales will require your credit card processing integration to be completed and set up in order for it to work properly. This checkbox here is to auto send the PIN logins to new clients. So if a new client is created in your software, it would automatically send an email welcoming them to your business and offer them their online booking PIN so that they could log in and update their account and book appointments. It's a really nice feature, but there are businesses that definitely would prefer not to share that information instantly with new clients. You can also choose this setting, and this would be to allow new clients to book online. If this box is unchecked, only clients who are already in your software would be able to book appointments online. In addition to that, there's another setting that we'll pull up. And what that setting is to not allow a specific client to book online. So if you go to the Appointments tab on the client card and you've unchecked this Allow Online Booking, they will not be able to book an appointment online. You can manually enable them for online booking, and you can also manually adjust their password if you would like to. They would log in with that password and their email to log into your online booking. Okay, more details. The online booking URL, this is the unique ID. So how this works is you'll see here, it says Salon Cameron at the end of this. Yours may look a little different because it will by default be a series of letters and numbers. So what you can do in here is I could update this from Salon Cameron to say Salon Cameron 2 or Salon Cameron Lake Hills. And you can put in whatever you want in here, and before you publish it, you'll want to check the availability and it will let you know if it's not available or not available. This again is going to be your online booking URL, and then during the holiday months when you want to promote your online gift sales, you can use this direct link to your online booking URL. This is going to be to select your online booking background. If you click on here, this will show you, you can use this color bar and move the color bar back and forth. You can also move this around to select a different color, and this will allow you to customize what the color will be for your online booking page. You can also upload an image. The image size we recommend is 1250 by 800 pixels. That's the recommended size, and how this looks is when you put in your URL, you'll see here we have that green background chosen. This is what it would look like. If you upload a photo, it will add like a gray gradient to the background, and that will allow you to really be able to see the white font here. Okay, continuing on. So booking options. Booking window starts. So what this message means is how soon you would like somebody to book. If you want people to be able to book from your parking lot, from your lobby, instantly book, you would leave this at 0. That will be the default. But if you want a little bit of warning, you can make it where you have 4 hours, 24 hours, you can do hours or days. And then there's also a booking window ends. Typically, you'll want the booking window ends to be how far out you would be okay with somebody booking. If you're okay with somebody booking an appointment a year out, then go ahead and leave this pretty wide open. But if you would prefer that somebody didn't book anything further out than 4 months, then you'll want to update those settings. Down here, we have allow appointment cancellations. If this box is checked, your clients will be able to cancel their appointments online. The required notice to cancel online would be 1 day. Again, you can make this 2 days, 3 days, a certain amount of hours. You make that whatever duration you want. But if you do not want to allow the appointment cancellations, you would leave this box unchecked. If you would like your clients to be able to cancel appointments online, you would check this box. You can also set a time parameter to say they can cancel or change appointments, but they would require, they can't do it any sooner than 1 day. So if you don't want them to allow for those changes, you would uncheck this box and then that option would not be offered. Down here, we have set notifications for all booked appointments. If you would like all appointments that are booked to be sent to a specific email, maybe the front desk email, you would check that box and put in the email information here. And in here, you have send notifications for clients booked online with booking alerts. You would check this box and put the email in there. What they mean by booking alerts is if you go to the client card and you go to the appointments page, there are booking restrictions. So you could say, okay, book alert only, and she shouldn't be booking on Saturdays, let's say. And you can set that, and what would happen is it will allow her to book online because she's an alert only, but by enabling this setting, it would send that email and alert you that that person booked an appointment online, and maybe you want to go double check it or follow up with the client on that booking. Now there's an alternative setting. If you have do not book selected, then they will not be able to book online whatsoever. So if you do have the do not book selected, I would also just double down on that security and make sure you uncheck this allow online booking. And then of course, don't forget to save. And down here we have display options. If you would like the price to display, you would have this box checked for online. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So when you go to book a service and you select it and click search, it will show the price here. It doesn't have to show the price. You can leave that unchecked, but there is a option, not even an option. We put down here that durations and pricing are estimated. We do that to protect you because a lot of times this is going to be a starting price, or oftentimes the service may take 15 minutes extra. So that's a little added protection, but you can also remove those from being displayed on your online booking. And there's price and duration are the two options. You can also decide on whether or not you want to display the reward points. So if I go back here, you'll see here, these are the reward points. It just lets your client know that they have this many points so that they can start redeeming them. This next option is to require a token or credit card on file to book online. So in here, if you check this box, what it will do is anytime somebody books an appointment, it's going to ask for a credit card. This is going to operate very similar to how a hotel booking would, where you put your credit card on file. It's not necessarily going to book that day. It's just going to store that credit card. And then at the time of service, you can run that credit card. Or if there's a no-show, you could choose to charge them maybe a miscellaneous amount for missing their appointment. This will override any of the online deposit notations. So if you go into your setup and you go to setup service, setup services, you'll see here down at the bottom, there is an option for online booking deposit required, and then the online booking deposit amount. So if this required token on file to book an appointment online is checked, this will override this deposit setting. So it's one or the other, but not both. So if you wanted to do the deposit, you would leave this box unchecked. Okay, the next option is the max number of availabilities per day. I believe the default here will be 10. How this works is if you go to online booking, for example, if I go to tomorrow, you'll notice it lists about 9 on the first page. There's 9 appointments here, and if I go to more, it shows me a 10th. If you want it to show more than those 10 appointments, you would up that number to be higher than 10. This way, they're just selecting one of the next booked appointments. It also depends on what your booking intervals are and how many options you want to display. You can make that option for 100 or 30 or whatever you would like it to be. The online booking login message. So when you're logging into your online booking, let me go ahead and log out. When you're logging into your online booking, you can put an additional message down here, and whatever you put into this field will display on the bottom of that page. If somebody is not allowed to book, they have that do not book setting that we talked about, you can have it display this special message, and it wouldn't allow them to book the appointment, but it would ask them to please contact you to book that appointment. The pending deposit handling. If you check this box, what it will do is automatically delete failed online deposits and purchases. Let me provide you an example. So if you require a deposit to book an appointment or even a token on file, and the client gets to that point where they would owe money or need to put a card on file and they abandon it and they walk away, that if you have this auto delete, that appointment will stay on your books for anywhere from, it's normally about 5 minutes tops. And what would happen is it will auto delete that because you don't want it staying on your appointment book. Now, what some people use this as is as an opportunity to reach out and get that person scheduled. So how this can work in your favor is if you don't delete them, you can delete them, or you can also have it send a notification. But you can select a worker, and how this would work is it would leave the appointment on the calendar and it would send you an email, and it would say this specific client was attempting to book an appointment online with this worker at this time for this service. And then you could contact them and say, hey, would you like me to get you booked? Are there questions you have? A lot of times this is just people not comfortable putting their credit cards online, but it gives you and your front desk the opportunity to go and make sure that money's on your books. The online booking appointments. So I'm going to shift into setup service detail area. And what it is in here is if you would like this appointment to require additional appointments. So I'll give you an example. This is for a full highlight that it would be in a hair salon where they're going to do a foil highlight. Oftentimes, the client would need to choose a blow dry or a haircut after that service. Some locations will build that into the timing, but it's not always specific. Another benefit here is if you separate those two services, you can actually get a very true representation of your haircuts to color services to styling services through your reporting if that's something that's important to you. So there are benefits of separating those pieces out, or also if a person who provides a hair color service, if they don't happen to provide haircuts, it's really essential that that follow-up appointment is created. So what we've done to make sure that works is down here we have required post-service options, where I can say when somebody books a full highlight, I subsequently need the client or sometimes the worker to select a follow-up appointment. And in this instance, we offered a blow dry or a women's haircut. You can add additional services to this or remove them. And then down here we have two check boxes. So if I check this box for required post-service online, what that will do is anytime somebody books a full highlight through online booking, it's going to automatically require them to choose between a blow dry or a haircut. This is a really, really neat feature. We're super proud of it, and it's a really fun way to make that upsell. In addition to that, there are ways for you to customize which workers offer services online and what times they're available. So if you go into setup workers, worker details, and you select the worker, you can go to their services and you can select and choose which services are available online and which ones are not. So if there are certain services that they shouldn't be able to book online, you can just remove those from the listing. So that's one option. Additionally, if maybe this worker doesn't want any of their services available online, you can leave these all unchecked and they wouldn't be able to book those services online. Another offering you can do is if you go to hours under the worker detail area, is we have different hours for online booking availability. How this works is, let's say on Sundays, Shannon works, but she wants to manage that calendar because if she doesn't need to use that Sunday to work, then she's not going to leave it open. So she allows the front desk and her to create those appointments, but not the clients. So these are her in-store hours, her worker scheduled hours, and this is her online availability. So no Sunday availability would reflect to the client. Now let's say on Mondays, something semi-similar, she's available technically from 10 to 5, but she doesn't really want people booking after 2 o'clock on Mondays because, well, she just doesn't. You would be able to tweak this. Another way people use this is maybe she gets in at 10, but she doesn't want to arrive first thing to somebody she didn't know was going to be there because they booked overnight. So you could adjust it where her first online booked appointment would be at 10:30, but technically somebody could schedule her for a 10 o'clock as long as she's aware of it. So you can do different hours of availability for your online appointments, and that's a really nice feature into the customization of online booking. Thank you for watching and have a great day.